A career high for him. He's a native of A Coruña, so he's playing at home. He would love nothing better than to excite, ignite, and delight his fans for Deportivo La Coruña. And Luis Alberto has turned out to be a pretty good partner with him up top and for Victor Sanchez's side.
And for Zinedine Zidane, of course, the reverse fixture against Deportivo was his first game in the hot seat, and that went pretty well for him. 5-0 victory, and it was Benzema and Bale doing all the goal scoring.
Yes, they have a fantastic game. This is the first choice 11 for Zinedine Zidane. Don't be surprised if this is the exact starting 11 that takes on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final as well. This is basically their championship squad, first choice for Zidane right here.
Okay, so the key players to watch for today, we've talked about them already. Lucas Perez on the home side, and then Cristiano Ronaldo on 33 goals. Can he catch Luis Suarez for the Pichichi?
4 back of Luis Suarez. It's going to be tough, especially with the way Suarez has been scoring goals recently, but it shouldn't take away from what has been a great season for Cristiano Ronaldo. And Lucas Perez as well. You're talking about 17 of the team's 45 goals. That's 37%. Our illustrious producer Jesus told us that, so we got to give him credit for that. But you can see why he's so special and why he's a great goal scorer, because he has the speed, he has the great timing, and every great goal scorer, they have to finish, and he finishes his chances. Don't be surprised if next season he's playing with another club. That is how talented he can be. 17 goals for Depor, a team that struggled to score goals this season. That's impressive. And then the partnership with Luis Alberto is going to be crucial in breaking down Pepe and Ramos in the center of the defense. The defense here loses track of him, and he's just right between two players, showing some great strength and agility, and then finishing. He has all the makings of being someone who can consistently put 20 goals a season in league play. And then Cristiano Ronaldo, I mean, what else is there to say? The man is, him and Messi, 1A, 1B, however you want to classify them, as the best players in the world. Speed, skill, technique, strength, athleticism, everything, and he showed it in this goal here against Valencia. And Cristiano Ronaldo is just fabulous. I call him Optimus Prime because he just transforms to whatever they need him to be. He's the leader, the face of Real Madrid. And then the speed here, people talk about now he's on the quote-unquote wrong side of 30, but he's still got the speed. He might not be Usain Bolt, because nobody's that fast, but he's the soccer equivalent. He's close to it in football, and he just shows that he has a pace. But what I like about his game is that when he has the ball, he's under control.
Yeah.
He never looks like he's flustered or running out of pace. He's always in control, very poised, and that's what makes him a great player. 33
goals going into this game, of course, but he's only scored at the Riazor in 1 of his last 3 visits. That was a hat trick. He would need 4 to catch Suarez today, so we'll see what happens. Let's now hear from the coach himself ahead of the game, Zinedine Zidane.
My only concern is the team's next game against Deportivo, as it is the only thing we have the power to control. We know how to approach this game, and we also know that by winning, the 3 points may give us a chance to hope. For what regards the rest, I don't see, I don't hear, I don't listen to anything. I'm only focused on what our objective is. I could also tell you that I haven't won anything yet, but I am happy with the work I'm doing. I like the team's efforts so far. But once again, I haven't done anything. I haven't accomplished anything yet to think that I have the chance to pursue as Real Madrid's manager. What I do is think of the day to day, to train the team the way I best see fit, and then at the end, we will see what the result will be. As you said, we have 2 finals ahead of us, which are very important. Our work so far has been phenomenal, and by the end of the next game, we will know the result of the first final, which will allow us to focus on the next one.
So Zinedine Zidane taking a very realistic approach to his time post-season. Like he said, he hasn't won anything yet. So obviously he's been doing well so far. Karina Kvasniova is reporting from the Riazor. Karina, 11-game winning streak under Zidane. Could he make it 12 today? And what kind of pressure is he under going into this game?
Hello, Terry, George. Well, indeed, it is impressive what Zidane has achieved in this incomplete 5 months, and nobody doubts that he has done an immense job with the team that in January nobody expected to be here today on the last match day fighting for the title. And although Zidane said himself, as you've just mentioned, that he hasn't won anything yet, and he doesn't think he has secured his continuity at the club, and here in Spain nobody doubts that the Frenchman will stay at the helm of Real Madrid next season. Here in Spain people are talking a lot about his personal qualities that could have been one of the key factors in this stability that the team have gained. Zidane is very calm and easygoing, and in this he's very much like Ancelotti. So even if the team doesn't win today, it's hardly hardly unlikely it will affect his future at the club. In fact, Real Madrid fans who we talked to these days are not too optimistic about their team's chances today, and as they think Barcelona will not let this title slip away. And seeing that, we can tell that there is not too much pressure on Zidane today. They know they do not depend on themselves, and they just have to win and wait. And if they win and they don't claim the title, nobody will blame the Frenchman for that. Since I told you before, nobody expected the team to be where they are, and here they are. So Terry, back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much, Karina. Enjoy the game from that standpoint. George, do you think he's earned the right to stay no matter what happens today?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
no doubt.
there's no question.
No question, no doubt about it. He's done enough to stay on the squad and for a long time, not just for next year, but the year after and the year after as well.
Of course, they're waiting on the result between Granada and Barcelona, as well as their own, as Cristiano Ronaldo gets set to take on Deportivo. These two games kicking off simultaneously. We're going to keep you up to date on what happens, but we're going to talk a little bit about Barcelona as they visit Granada. That is coming up next as we lead closer to game time. Stick around, we'll be right back.
They told me I never race again, just because I'm living with diabetes. But I never believed it.
I never believed it.
They never believe it.
They never believe it.
And now we're part of the world's first all-diabetes pro cycling team, racing to inspire others to pursue their dreams, whatever they may be.
Our dream is to race at the Tour de France, so we're recruiting endurance athletes with diabetes to train and race with us.
Do you know a talented endurance athlete living with diabetes?
Encourage them to join us at teamnovonordisk.com.
Thank you for dining with us. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much.
Whoa. I got this. Just gotta reach the check. Almost there.
I can't reach it.
If you have alligator arms, you avoid picking up the check.
What?
That's what you do.
I got this.
Thanks, Dennis.
If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Oh, that is good crispy duck.
In 1931, Auguste Piccard became the first man to reach the stratosphere. Three decades later, his son Jacques became the first to reach the ocean's deepest point. What's your wild rabbit? Hennessy. Never stop, never settle.
Don't miss the UEFA Champions League final on May 28th in Milan, Italy. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, the Spanish derby. Enjoy the best football in the world live. ElClasicoTrips.com will take you to Milan. Airfare, hotel, all transfers, and the most important thing, your ticket to witness history in person. Dial the number on the screen, make your dream come true, and be at Milan 2016 Champions League final. ElClasicoTrips.com.
We're looking at images of Los Carmenes as Granada gets set to take on Barcelona. Barcelona just one win away from the league title, their 24th La Liga title. Can they do it away to Granada? Let's take a look at the starting lineup, starting with Jose Gonzalez as 11, George.
Yeah, Granada coming out in a 4-2-3-1. They have been dangerous recently. After getting shut out by Atletico Madrid in the next 4 games, they scored 13 goals, including 3 wins and 1 loss in that span. So they have been excellent. They managed to avoid relegation on that run. Remember, Barca's backline is a little suspect at times. So this could be a big game for El Arabi and Peñaranda as well. And Fran Rico creating right behind El Arabi. We'll see what happens.
Barcelona's backline has not been suspect in the last 4 games, though.
Right.
They have not
Well,
conceded a goal, but they've scored 21. Unbelievable comeback from that slump.
Yes, the MSN is in full effect, as they used to say back in the early 90s, hip-hop or whatever. But, we talked about Real Madrid, and that starting 11 might be what we see in the Champions League. This might be the starting 11 we see in the Copa del Rey final for Luis Enrique. I mean, this is their strongest lineup. Busquets, obviously, is going to be important in the midfield. He always is. And then Rakitic and Iniesta. But Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, the MSN, they have been fantastic. And Suarez looks like he is going to win the Pichichi and just got called up to Uruguay's Copa America Centenario squad as well.
37 goals. He is protecting Luis Enrique. Let's hear from the coach before the match.
The only thing that the supporters, the board, the players, and the whole city cares about is winning La Liga. The rest is secondary. We will find a way to savor this fixture, but the main thing is to win the league. I know that we are pleasing everyone involved. I know that we are happy with ourselves and our work. We will play against Granada. We will have a great game, and we will try to claim the 3 points, and hopefully become champions. Or if worse comes to worse, at least make the same result as our rivals, Real Madrid.
Luis Enrique echoing Zinedine Zidane and saying that they're not going to look at each other's results until the end of the game. They're focusing on the game at hand. We have Jamie Easton live from Los Carmenes as he gets set for Barcelona taking on Granada today. Just 1 win away from the title, Jamie. How much pressure is on Luis Enrique?
Thanks, Terry. Thanks, George. Only a few minutes left before knowing if Barcelona can be La Liga champions. And take a look at the Barcelona press today. Esta Liga nos la merecemos. We really deserve this championship. This is what everybody in Barcelona thinks. There are many Barcelona fans here at Los Carmenes, 1,500 more or less. But today in Granada there's an amazing atmosphere because this is a party. Que siga la fiesta. The party must go on for Granada fans as they have to celebrate that they avoid relegation this season. And today is a big party for these fans. They will enjoy their team facing La Liga leaders and who knows if La Liga champions.
Thank you so much, Jamie. We're getting set for Barcelona away to Granada. This game is going to be on beIN Sports and Español. We're going to break in with goals as they happen in that game as we get set for Deportivo at home to Real Madrid. But interesting situation here with Granada having secured safety. So really, they're playing for pride at this point.
Yeah, playing for pride, but also we'd like to make a little bit of history by spoiling Barcelona's chance to win a 24th La Liga title. So at any time Barca or Real Madrid come to your home stadium, if you're a team like Granada, you want to beat them.
Yeah.
But there's extra motivation now because you get to say, oh, we were the team that stopped Barca from winning the 24th league title, stopped MSN from winning a trophy. So that's a big motivation for a club like Granada.
So more than pride, beaming with pride if that would be the case. And of course, Barcelona just 1 win away. But Luis Enrique also warned that remember what happened last weekend, Atletico Madrid playing Levante. They were expected to win that game. They did not. So you never know what can happen. But at the end of the day, the MSN are going to be in control of this one, or at least hoping to be in control and getting the win they need. Looking at the numbers in comparison to the BBC, have you seen 2 more excellent attacking trios in football?
No, the only one that comes close in my mind, if you're talking about history, may be when Barcelona had Messi, Samuel Eto'o, and Thierry Henry. But other than that, I can't imagine any trio that have been as devastating and as fun to watch as the BBC or the MSN.
Who would you want on your team out of those 2? If you had to pick which trio?
Oh, man. Can I mix them? Can I put Messi, Suarez,
no, absolutely
and Ronaldo?
not. You can't break them apart.
Oh, man. I'll take the BBC because they're a little more physical.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Those 6 are all in action any minute now. Kickoff from the Riazor and the Los Carmenes is coming up shortly. Stick around. Pregame continues next.
Take your time, take your time, take your time. No need to hurry. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. No need to hurry. No slipping, no sliding.
The Corona can always finds its beach.
Don't miss the UEFA Champions League final on May 28th in Milan, Italy. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, the Spanish derby. Enjoy the best football in the world live. ElClasicoTrips.com will take you to Milan. Airfare, hotel, all transfers, and the most important thing, your ticket to witness history in person. Dial the number on the screen, make your dream come true, and be at Milan 2016 Champions League final. ElClasicoTrips.com.
Cameron Bouvier swept the Superbike doubleheader at the New Jersey Motorsports Park. Now the rubber hits the asphalt at the Virginia International Raceway for the Yamaha Superbike Challenge of Virginia, Moto America, on beIN Sports. In this story, 6 chapters have been already written. The suspense and drama grows with every round. With Russia 2018 set in the horizon, anything can happen. 10 national teams. Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Paraguay, Peru, Uruguay, Venezuela. And the passion that runs skin deep. beIN Sports takes you there. CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers returns in September, exclusively on beIN Sports.
Welcome back. We're getting a little closer to kickoff. It is all coming down to today. The title race in Spain is up for grabs.
Yes.
Can it be Barcelona or will it be Real Madrid? We are going live to the Riazor. Next, over on beIN Sports and Espanol, is where you can catch Barcelona, as they are looking for the 3 points to give them the 24th title against Granada. Over here, though, we've got Real Madrid at Deportivo, and coming up later today, good action from Italy, France, Moto America from Virginia, and NASL action. Quite the lineup.
Yeah, it's going to be a fabulous day of football, and we're going to have a couple of trophy ceremonies today. Should be great.
Absolutely. Starting with this one, Real Madrid away to Deportivo. Can they take it from Barcelona? It all starts next here on beIN Sports.
Hola, mi nombre es April and I love my new Ford Focus. Me dio mucha sorpresa porque yo fui al dealer pensando que mi mamá me iba a tener que ayudar y es todo gracias a Ford Credit porque ellos me dejaron que financiara el carro yo sola y míralo, está increíble el carro. Y además me siento segura y no me preocupo mucho de tener que gastar mucho dinero en gasolina porque es lo máximo. I'm so glad I got a Ford.
Ay, qué resaca. Necesito un caldo de camarón ya. ¿Hermana?
¿Tota eres crudo? Por favor, esta vez toma nota, porque todos los domingos es lo mismo. Vas a...
¿Qué receta de camarón? La mejor receta de camarón es otro trago.
Tío Mario.
Mi receta de caldo de camarón no solo es bueno para la cruda, sino pregúntale a ellas.
Qué resacón. Amor, ¿qué desayunar?
Caldito de camarón.
Teletransporta los buenos consejos de Tío Mario con nuestra app. Bájala ya y obtén $1 gratis en llamadas internacionales. Buzz Revolution. Une tus mundos.
In 2000, Deportivo ruled the roost, but today at Riazor, they will have a say in who's the champion of La Liga. Of course, that all depends on what's going on hundreds of miles away on the islands. It's Deportivo La Coruña against Real Madrid in the final round of the La Liga season. Next on BN Sports.
The turbocharged dream machine, the Volkswagen Golf GTI, part of the award-winning Golf family.
Amigos y aficionados que viven la intensidad del fútbol, nos encontramos en este épico encuentro que decidirá el campeón de la
Es la hora de mi telenovela favorita. Es el último capítulo.
No, suegra, es la final. Y resulta. ¿Ya le habló a su hermana?
¿Sí? Oye, ¿y tu yerno? No. Es un bueno para nada.
Teletransporta a tu suegra sin fin ni cargos escondidos. Ve a tu tienda favorita y obtén $1 gratis en llamadas. Boss Revolution, une tus mundos.
In 1931, Auguste Piccard became the first man to reach the stratosphere. Three decades later, his son Jacques became the first to reach the ocean's deepest point. What's your wild rabbit? Hennessy. Never stop, never settle.
With T-Mobile, you pay $95 a month for a smaller network, and monthly taxes and fees are always extra. With Cricket, you get an unlimited plan on a bigger network for $65 a month after $5 auto-pay credit, and monthly taxes and fees are always included. Looks like T-Mobile's not all it's cracked up to be. And now, for a limited time, switch to Cricket and get a $50 bill credit. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
Taking a look at midfield, the two sides saying hello and preparing for battle. Deportivo comes in a little beaten up in their walk through the wars. Second half of the season has been an unmitigated disaster, but for the fact that they will survive. And we'll get into the particulars in a moment. It's the Croat Leticosa in goal. The 37-year-old veteran sees Sidney and Arribas in front of him. Navarro and Manuel Pablo on the flanks. Keep an eye up front. It's the young Argentine Rosario, Cartabia, Perez, and Luis Alberto. On the other side, Real Madrid counters with the Tico, Keylor Navas. And according to some, this would be considered a surprise. About as strong a lineup as Zinedine Zidane can put out there. And again, for Real Madrid, a win would not be enough. They need some help from Granada. And we will be keeping you up to date on what is going on in the islands as well. Phil Shane alongside Ray Hudson in glorious conditions as they step on the dew-laden field here today at Riazor. Antonio Mateo Laos, the man with the whistle here today, and there might be a few whistles in the stands.
Well, there'll be a lot of somberness as well, Phil, as we all send out our sincere commiserations, prayers to the relatives and fallen, the Madridistas that were slaughtered in Iraq. Rest in peace. Very, very heavy hearts all around this stadium. Credit to Deportiva for that wonderful respect showing and immaculate observation of the great fans of Real Madrid all around the world with their heavy hearts. But back to the football, Phil. This is the wonderful drama of our game. it will end with tears elsewhere, depending on what is played out. This will be Shakespearean. It's all coming down to this. Barcelona, the fate is in their hands, but Granada are going to stand tall and be very tough to break down. Real Madrid, they got to get rock and rolling here today. With a full-strength team, you can expect goals from the Royal Whites.
Again, it is a race for the title that is now into the final furlong. Deportivo 8-18 and 11, 18 draws, and if they get number 19, that would knock Real Madrid out of the race regardless. Barcelona heads into this final round with the tiebreaker.
Great ball from Bale.
Real 27-6-4, revitalized under Zinedine Zidane. Long ball forward to the near side.
Immaculate start for
brings it down.
Real Madrid, as we see the players to watch here.
Lucas Perez and Cristiano Ronaldo, the two players to watch.
Two exceptionally gifted players, of course. Cristiano vying for best player in the world, as always. And Lucas Perez, he's the top hitman for Deportivo La Coruña with 17 goals, Phil. So the Royal Whites are going to have to keep him on a short leash.
Take a look at the table as we start things out. Barcelona with that 1-point edge and a tiebreaker. The magic point means that Real needs to win and needs Barcelona to shed points. There is another battle there between 5 and 6 and an automatic spot in the Europa. That match will follow later today. Celta Vigo with the edge over Athletic. And then the race for relegation tomorrow. It is a busy weekend on beIN Sports. Majer drops it back. The French-born Moroccan to Pedro Mosquera, the Real Madrid youth product, now wearing the other colors.
Bit of a change in goal for Deportivo La Coruña. No Manu, they're going with Lenticosa, the great Croatian international. Played over 140 games for Croatia, Phil. He was a top-class goalkeeper, 37-year-old. He's going to need all of that experience today against the Dark Invader.
You see the black armband after the ISIS assault on a Real Madrid fan club in Iraq. It is with heavy hearts that Real Madrid steps on the field today, but maybe trying to bring some cheer.
Yeah, showing no signs of those heavy hearts and playing with hearts the size of a pig here today because they still believe in the dream. It was mission impossible, it looked like, around mid-March, Phil, when they were 14 points behind Barcelona, and still they came galloping on the white horse of Zidane, who even held his hands up and said, nah, I think it might be a little bit far beyond us. Gareth Bale says, boss, you're talking crazy. We're coming to get Barcelona. Well, it's all played out that way, and we have got two amazing games. Good ball.
Up for Ronaldo, just skips off of his foot, has to jump back to get it, stolen away.
Bergantinos there stepping in nicely, cleanly. A lot of experience out there in the Deportivo shirts and a lot of good young players. Artabia, the Argentina man, look out.
Here's another one, and Luis Alberto cuts to the inside. The Liverpool loanee,
good step
but
in.
Dispossessed.
By Pepe. Another peach of a pass from Luca.
Drives into Marcelo in stride, sending it wide, and Ronaldo serenaded from the stands against the 40-year-old Manuel Pablo over everyone, including Benzema. Backs it down. In for Modric. Fakes off for the Frenchman. Not that far removed from an off-season, even with the Euros. Benzema outside looking in at French hopes. Here, Casemiro. Outside of the boot pass, beautifully delivered. Carvajal with space. In for Bale, drives to the goal line, flips it in with the outside of his left, and Sidney denies.
Sidney, a little fortunate that Gareth didn't get a little bit of a stab underneath that, because it was begging for a handball. Wonderful electric pitch.